Before we start the episode, we wanted to let you know that this was recorded before the Los Angeles fires began. It's been devastating to experience and process, and we're thinking of all of our neighbors and everyone in the Los Angeles community. If you're not in the mood or the headspace for a lighthearted episode, we totally understand and are sending you all of our love. But if a silly, goofy episode would help, we'd love to sit with you. So, here we go.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm Matt. I'm sitting here with Becky.
Hello.
We have Rainie on the ones and twos.
Hi.
And we have a very special guest, one of our favorite tribe people, Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Welcome back.
I'm so glad to be back, you know? Every time you call me, I'll be here.
I love it. We love having you here.
I
we
love
love sitting
here.
with you.
I love you
You always
guys.
have such good stories.
I'm just...
Such good advice. Such good art. Last time you read a beautiful poem for us.
Yeah, you educate us on a lot of things we've never heard of.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm very... You know, people think I'm so cool, so funny, so fresh. I'm a fucking dweeb. And when everyone figures that out, I think people will be way more... I'm very unserious, silly, goofy girl. Like,
That just
I'm
makes
a
people fall in love
nerd.
with you even more.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
You know?
fighting the urge to be a furry every day. Like, that's how dweeby I am.
Urge to be a furry.
You haven't watched the anime Beastars. You watch it, you say, that wolf should not be that fine. That's crazy.
D-Stars?
Beastars.
B-Stars.
It's on Netflix.
Stars.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
on Netflix.
Who's the hottest beast? The wolf?
I love Legoshi. He's so fine. And I'm like, no, that spirit won't come on to me. That spirit will stay away from me. I have enough kinks in this world. I don't need that one as well. So
I mean, you gotta cross some off the list sometimes. You can be like, it's too many.
it's, you know, it's just like, you got to cleanse your soul before I go to heaven. They're like, and I say, you made me that way.
That's true.
You made
In
a
his
freak
image.
out of me.
In his image.
I'm about to steal your LaCroix.
I know. I was like, it's a really small table back there.
You know,
and it's really not integrated.
Every time I drink LaCroix, I'm like, this is just the mistress of Sprite.
Especially the key lime one. That one is Sprite, but not Sprite.
But not Sprite.
Yeah,
This
it
makes
takes you out.
No, I tried to make a Shirley Temple with it once.
Oh, that sounds so good at Shirley Temple.
Aren't they good? I love a Shirley.
Me too.
Love a Shirley. Love a dirty Shirley.
When I go to the Embassy
Mm.
Suites and they have their little happy
Embassy
hour.
Suites.
Go to my parents love Embassy Suite, little immigrants, because they have happy hours. So my parents would always take us. I'd always get that Shirley Temple and that bag of chip. Shirley Temple. I love it.
A little Shirley chip combo. I
Nostalgia.
feel like you would like that. You love chips.
I do love. I mean, who
You're a
doesn't love
chip
chips?
man.
Who
doesn't love chips? Come on, name one person.
You love
Name
chips
'em.
and your skin
Name
is
'em.
clear. When I eat chips, I get a pimple. When you
Uh-oh.
eat chips, your skin gets clear. It makes no sense.
It's the oils. This needs more. My skin needs more oils. You know.
He's too dry. He's crispy. Joyce, we wanted to check in, see how you're doing, see what's up. Do you have a win of the week, a rose of the week, or perhaps a thorn?
Well, it's Monday. I think of waking up, loving life. That's my one of the week.
Okay, love.
Yes,
Did my skirt
yes.
split on the way here? Yeah.
But can anyone tell?
No, because I'm sitting down.
That's movie magic.
It is. And yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like now that I'm getting closer to being 30, I'm just kind of more, I've been like less hard on myself.
That's nice.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck
be
it,
kind to
we
yourself.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's like so easy to get on ourselves and so easy. And I feel like these past 2 weeks, I'm like, my pussy pops. That's enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good way to start the year.
Good way to start the year with your pussy
Yeah.
popping.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Everything else, it'll fall into place in the end.
I need this to be like my what are they in the mornings that my
Affirmations?
affirmation?
Yeah, I'm just, you know.
My affirmations.
You need your affirmations.
Yes.
Exactly.
I need
That's
better
my
ones.
affirmation. I'm just like, you're not ugly. Look in the mirror. That's enough. Honestly, bitch.
So Becky, what's your rose and thorn of the
Sorry,
week, Becky?
I don't know
Nothing.
how I don't know how to top it. But Matt and I actually went on a little friend vacation this weekend.
Oh,
And
We did.
Our thorn was the same thorn. Tell me if you know this place, Solvang.
no, what is that?
Okay, it's this little like Danish town in California, and everyone's like, it's so cute, it's so cute, it's so cute. So our little friend vacation was in Santa Barbara, and we were like, let's go on a cute little hike, and then we'll go to Solvang, and it'll be this cute little Danish day. We'll get lunch, we'll go back, and we'll have wine. It'll be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was like fucking Disneyland.
What?
It was Disneyland. People are coming out of
They're
the
all-
street.
yeah.
They were like not walking correctly.
It's all done up for
all the
Halloween, for
cars
Christmas.
were everywhere.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was literally
For
like
the
we were on
holidays.
Main Street Disneyland. Matt and I were there for 15, 20 minutes, walked in a circle, and then left.
Like we
It
can't.
took us
stay
45 minutes to get there. And we
you
were like,
hiked.
should we go?
Oh, God.
Should we just leave?
It was too crowded.
Yeah,
It was too crowded.
It was
Too many
too
kids.
crowded.
Too crowded.
oh yeah, no. Disneyland gives me anxiety now.
100%.
Yeah.
Lines
I'm also
everywhere.
like very pro, like, oh my God, bring your children everywhere. But when I don't have my child, I'm like, why are there so many kids here?
Those not
Yes.
those
I'm
kids.
like, why is that kid crying behind me?
Mhm.
Get me out of here. Bring me back to where the adults are.
It's just when the kid walk
Mhm.
up and stare at you like, do you want to fight me? Like, hey, why are you all up in my face staring?
They do have like kids, especially like 2-year-olds. They have the craziest like,
That's,
and they like go dead in the eyes and like slack jawed, and they look at you and they're
And I'm like,
You're
in
like,
New York,
hello?
you can't do that. I'm
like,
just like,
hello, who are you?
I Google it and I think Google's being nice to me because one time I was at the grocery store and this little girl was staring at me like I was her born enemy, just straight face all throughout the Trader Joe's.
What did
you know?
you do to her?
I don't know. And I was like, okay, it's probably because I'm black. That's usually my first thing. Like, oh, this little white girl never seen a black person. Well, it's fine. But then I Googled it, and Google said that kids stare at you because they think you're so beautiful and so different. And I'm like, okay, I love you, little girl.
Aw.
You also could have looked like a Barbie or like a doll that she had. You know what I mean?
If I look like a doll,
She could have seen something doll-like in you.
that's true. That's true. That's true. That's
doll
very true.
energy.
Doll energy. Sorry for making that weirdly about me somehow.
You know what? I love it. That's why you're here, Joyce. That's why we have you here.
It's
We
true.
want you here, but we also want to hear about you.
And
about
so
you,
does-
from you.
And so does Patreon. They
The
put
patrons are obsessed.
up
Oh,
a bunch of
really?
questions
Yes.
for us to ask you.
Oh,
And
100?
I don't know what some of these mean.
Ooh, then I know.
The
I'm
first
confused.
one we thought was a K-pop group.
Okay.
The first one was, I want to know Joyce's favorite AO3 tags.
That's not a
What's-
K-pop group.
What's,
Wow.
What's AO3? I don't
Okay.
even know what that means.
AO3 is Archive of Our Own. It's a fan fiction site. So it's like basically, you know, you can find Try Guys fan fiction. You can read a fan fiction
I'm not
about
looking
your
for that.
partner's fucking. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I'll send you guys the link.
Gorgeous.
Send us a good one. Send us
I will,
a
I
good
will, I
one.
will.
Your
I'll make
favorite.
sure I'll find a good one. I haven't read Try Guys fan fiction since I met them because I was
Okay,
like, this
so
is
are they just
inappropriate.
ones that you read, or you've submitted things for there too?
So basically, you can write it yourself. Long way back in the day, before Archive of Our Own, I had a fan fiction, 2 Glee fan fictions on fanfiction.net. But then fanfiction.net became like a little less, it became too mundane. And then Archive of Our Own is basically the more adult, classier version than Wattpad, in my opinion.
Oh.
Wattpad is where you get all the ones like, my mom sold me to One Direction and da 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 da, you know? So, yeah.
My mom sold me to One Direction.
That's a very popular tag. And then like Harry Styles is like, you're Anna and you fall in love and fuck. It's cute.
Sounds really cute.
It is cute. But they're by younger people. So it's like 4th grade level. Okay, I don't want Wattpad people to beat me up. There are really good stories on Wattpad. It's just you have to find it. You have to search a
More of
little
a
more.
search.
Wasn't there a
Archive.
movie, a Wattpad movie with Noah Beck just came out, right? That was a
Oh,
Wattpad.
that was a Wattpad.
The
See,
QB.
I don't
QB.
pay attention to anything Noah Beck does.
So to answer the question, what are your favorite tags on AO3 then?
Wow, I love arranged marriage. I love friends to lovers. I love The Omegaverse. I love.
I don't know
What's
what
the
that means.
Omegaverse?
I just want
Are you gonna make me? If I Google it, will it make my Google crazy?
Just put your phone away. This is for the Patreon only because this ain't gonna last on YouTube. So
we could
basically-
actually start it as a clip right now to post on Patreon.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Okay.
Okay. This is for Patreon only.
Okay.
This is a Patreon only exclusive because we can't release it on
Yeah.
YouTube. So if you want to hear Joyce tell us what
Her
Omega
favorite
is,
tags.
her
Yeah.
favorite tags are, then you have to go to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Patreon.
Hi Patreon.
So now we're
it's-
back in the episode.
Okay, we're back. Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank
Patrons
you.
for listening.
Mhm.
We've all learned a lot.
So those are your favorites.
So those are your favorite tags, Omegaverse.
Yes. Omegaverse, friends to lovers. I love a good mafia one. Arranged marriage. I just love that. I don't know. I wouldn't do it because I'm fucking crazy. But I like to live in a world.
You never do like a 90-day fiance or married at first sight type
No,
vibe?
because I love to leave. I'm not the type. I'm not the type to stay in something. Oh my God, you hurt my feelings. I have a rule. You make me cry 3 times
Mm.
in the course of our courtship, which is usually a month for me. I gotta fucking go.
Nobody better be making you cry 3 times in a month.
I'm I'm also
The
very
dating world is it's bleak.
What?
honey bunny.
Yeah.
Oh.
The streets. Don't even go outside. Lock in.
So-
Lock in.
Joyce, my sweet angel.
Yeah, so that's my policy. So
think
yeah, I
that's
love
good
to
policy.
leave. I love to leave. I'd be like to go. I actually have a problem with ghosting. That's why I'm in therapy, because I communicate before you leave. So now I write a nice little paragraph explaining, and then I block.
Oh,
Mm.
that's nice because then you give them like a little answer. But also, I think more people should be encouraged. My parents let me quit whatever I wanted when I was little.
And that's
You,
why you're the best.
you don't want to be a
today.
dancer anymore? Go ahead and quit. You don't want to play piano? Okay. And you know what? I don't do things I don't want to do often.
And that's why you are the bad bitch you are today.
And so that's why also you should not be dating people that make you cry.
Truth.
I should
Or
not be
bad
dating
people.
people.
Leave. Get out of there. Quit it.
I should not be dating. I'm too busy.
All right, Joyce, we're going to go on to our next question for you. This is another Patreon question. This person loves you. They say ILY.
Mhm.
Lots of exclamation points.
Oh, wow.
Which tri-person would you successfully pull off a top secret heist with? And what would you steal? I mean, I have a guess.
I'm going to say Keith.
Oh, not my guess.
Interesting.
Not my guess. I thought Popkin.
Popkin. No, because Keith would do all the work.
That is true.
And
That
I would
is
just have to
true.
just be silly, goofy girl. I'd stress him out. He'd be like, Joyce, enough. But all I gotta do is come, beat a bitch up and then leave. Be like, thank you, Keith.
Yeah. What are you stealing though? What are you stealing?
I don't
Besides
know.
hearts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What would I steal? That was a slick one. It hit me late because of this damn Red Bull. I'll probably steal like really expensive art from a rich person.
Mm.
I love
I
stealing
love
from the
that.
rich. I love that concept. I think it should happen. Like just like the insanely rich. Like I feel like, or we could because Keith would do like a little stand-up show, and then I just put it whatever I could fit in my purse. He's really good at talking with people, and sometimes I say something weird. He wouldn't,
Yeah. Yeah.
like he would keep it cute.
You would just have sticky fingers.
Yeah.
Going
I
around the
just,
house.
if it could fit in the Telfar, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, a lot can fit in a tall
A
fire,
lot
especially
can.
the big one.
Yeah. Oh,
I use it as a diaper bag.
my mom. I thought mine was the big one. Girls in medium. I saw my mom's. I said, "What the hell is that luggage?" I got a Telfar bag.
Luggage.
She said, it's the large. I said, that's like 4 bags in one.
That's crazy because the medium's huge. That's what I have.
Yeah, no, she literally puts my mom has a home health company and she'll put just binders in there, like 10 binders.
Oh my gosh. Strong.
Oh,
Wrong.
Sagittarius.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Speaking of
Oh.
astrology, You love astrology.
Yeah.
I did.
You're an astrology queen.
I mean, it's more of like a polar trick. You know?
Your hobby.
Your hobby.
Because I don't know like
Hobbyist. You dabble.
comets and asteroids and all that stuff.
Mm.
But
Oh, yeah.
I can give you a good general read to filth.
Do you like doing it for like strangers? And like, do you do it on dates?
Oh, I do behind their back.
Oh,
I read one person once and they got scared.
And you cancel.
Do you ask their like birthday time?
I do
Or
it
do
over
you-
the course of the talking.
Uh huh.
I'm like, oh, what
okay.
time? I was 1 and 253. What time were you born? Okay, and then a week later, I'm like, where'd you grow up? Like, and then they'll tell you, and then it's like, 'cause I don't want them to know I'm an astrology girl.
I think it's cool. I don't know enough about astrology, but whenever someone's like, oh, classic Gemini, I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
But you're like,
You're right.
You're a May Gemini. You're more leaning towards like Taurus.
Yeah, very
You're
bullheaded.
more
yeah.
stable.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Do you hear this? Matt hates women. I mean, honestly, it's a personal attack at this point.
Wow,
but
it's just the misogyny.
but-
It's just speaking out in the podcast.
thank you. I'm glad someone is here holding space with me for
Oh,
that.
I will always hold space with
Thank
you.
you.
Wow.
Just like
Thank
the.
I
the
just feel
fight
like you both just hate
lyrics.
Virgos a lot. That's what I'm feeling. Okay.
Ooh, I've
Virgo
talked about
hater.
my complicated relationship with your breed. Okay.
With your breed.
Okay. You're just.
Uh-oh.
fucking-
Uh-oh.
I've spoken on this many times. I love and hate Virgos. I love them because I cling to them for some reason. But I hate them because they can be so mean.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's sounding very accurate right now.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Becky, what?
Hold on.
You're supposed to be on my side, Becky.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Joy.
And we're both ruled by Mercury. Who's gonna understand a Gemini more than a Virgo? But Virgos hate that they understand us because they think they're better than us.
Well, duh.
He doesn't even try to hide it. He doesn't even try to hide it.
You know, because his man is like, the Virgo's number one. So no. He's got bragging rights to
That's
everybody
what it
named
is.
Mama.
The start of a new year is a perfect time to get organized, set goals, and prioritize what matters most. For me, a top priority is my financial wellness, which feels more important than ever. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all of my subscriptions right in one place and help me easily cancel the ones I've forgotten I've been paying for. Rocket Money also pulls together all of my spending across all of my different accounts so I can clearly track my spending habits and see where I can cut back. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/sitwithus today. That's rocketmoney.com/sitwithus. rocketmoney.com/sitwithus. This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. What do you want your 2025 story to be? Every year we start over, we get a blank slate, and in 2025, maybe you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's a part of your story you've been wanting to revise. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. And you can think of therapy as your editorial partner, helping you write new chapters and create a meaningful story you deserve to live. Here at You Can Sit With Us, we absolutely love therapy. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It also empowers you to be the best version of yourself. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Easily switch therapists at any time for no extra cost. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/sitwithus to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sitwithus. And Joyce, you're a Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
We're Gemini queens together.
I know. Wait, we have to do the Yeah, you know
For everyone listening, Joyce held my finger.
yes, I did.
We held Gemini
just like
space.
Ariana Grande. So I think you prepared something for us for today on our astrology.
Yes. Are there any more questions from the Patreon before we start?
Is it because you think we're not going to want to talk to you after you read us to Filth?
There
No.
actually is one more that I am very interested to hear about.
Okay.
They said that they love you so much since you joined Try Guys, but they didn't know much about you until you joined the team and love getting into your content to know you better. But they really want to hear more about the short film you directed.
Oh, yeah.
No specific question about it. They just want to hear
Okay.
your perspective about it, your experience, how it came up.
So technically that was just the Kickstarter for it. We didn't reach the amount, but it was also a really short time. But basically it's a script called Fat Ass, and it is about 3 friends going on a revenge killing on the person that hurt their friend.
I love
they're
that.
plus size, they're mercenaries, and it's a silly, goofy time. I'm currently writing the full-length script and the feature script. And yeah, my friends came up to me and asked, like, Joyce, we want to make a plus-size movie. Do you want to apply to be a director? And I'm silly, goofy. I'm like, fuck it, sure. I mean, might as well use that film degree. So I've been working on it for about 1.5 years now. So we'll see what happens.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I love the
Thanks.
concept.
Yeah, I just
Mercenaries.
love killing straight men. So it's a silly, goofy time. Very silly, goofy.
Had you ever directed anything before?
No, in film school I was more of the producer type.
Okay.
So I was like doing kind of what, Erica does. Like that's what I did in film school. I wrote a little bit. I wanted to be a writer, but my mom was like, girl, you're already going to film school. So don't write. And so I just kind of focused on more of like making the films happen and stuff like that. But directing is fun. I think I've had opportunities to direct. Like I directed some food commercials in school. I directed like stuff for directing the narrative, Scat Kids, you know what class that is, with Lubo, that crazy man. But yeah, I feel like directing is just something that I've learned that I really like. I like having the vision. I like controlling the
ship.
shots.
Yeah.
Like maybe I might be a secret top. Or at least a really solid switch. That's all I got to say.
Very versatile.
Very. Gemini.
Geminis.
Yes.
Geminis.
We'll talk about how Geminis fuck later.
Joyce, I'm a
Just
virgin.
remove the mic. Just like later.
Bye. I've never said
You
that.
had a child.
Immaculate conception.
You stop lying. I'll read you Andrew Man, the film. Don't make this public.
Leave our house of Geminis alone.
3 Geminis, Lord.
It's crazy.
So we sent you Becky and Matt's astrology.
Yes.
On first glance, what are you feeling?
Let's get the laptop. I was waiting conveniently on the
We've kind
table.
of talked about our astrology signs before.
Yes.
But I feel like it's always been in a very
Did you have preconceived notions
overview.
about us before even knowing our birthdays? So
I thought you both were really hot and nice.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I
all
was kind of
need.
nervous to
Feeling
meet you because I heard about you so much, but I never saw you. I didn't know what you looked like. But you were way nicer than I thought you would be. And Becky kind of made me her friend.
Obviously.
So
It
sweet.
just took me
I
by
think
the
you just
pinky.
need to force people to be your friends. That's
Yeah.
the way to do it.
I'm literally glad for it. Like I'm obsessed of it. With it. All right.
The sight.
So I do astro charts. From initial glance, my darling sweet Becky.
Yes. Yes.
Do you
Holding
rest?
space. Do I rest? No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
With a sun in Gemini, a moon in Sagittarius, of Mars in Libra. Okay, you're bottom.
You're all over the place. We're back.
Your Jupiter in Aries. There's no rest here. And then it's like
Constant.
No rest for the wicked.
there's no rest here. Everything about your sign, everything about you, just from like initially looking at it, you're someone who needs to have stimulation. Not only do you need intellectual stimulation, but you need it to look a certain way and you need it to move a certain way. Like you're someone who's constantly, if it's not what Becky wants, it's not gonna fucking happen. Like you told me before.
I don't know.
Do you feel seen?
Like
Do you feel seen now, Becky?
It doesn't sound like me at all.
Let's see. And then it's like with what's your rising? Yeah, with your ascendant and your moon in Sagittarius.
I ascend.
Like your moon, your relationship. The moon is like how you feel emotions, how you express emotions. And it being in your first house is actually wild because it's like your feelings feel so close to who you are. You're someone who takes things very personally.
Oh yeah, I do cry.
You're like, you're someone who like
I do cry a lot.
You're very passionate. And like Sagittarius is such a lucky sign, just a sign of someone who like gives goodwill, but you also need a lot of alone time. And you get overwhelmed very quickly and you take things very personally. But with your Mars, I think
reading true.
And it's like with this Mars in Libra, it's like you also want balance. Like you're not selfish with how you take things personally. So you're the kind of person in the argument who's like, it's fine. It's not fine. Because you will always put other people first or become a little too passive. But you still feel the pain of if it's a personal attack on you.
Remember that, Matt.
Wow.
Remember that the next time
when
I
you
tell
say it's fine,
it's fine.
not fine.
Remember the subtext.
I'll be like, Joyce told me you're actually not.
Joyce told me you were actually not okay.
And I think that's like the most interesting thing is it's like
that.
Jupiter is in Aries. You get luck in life when you make action.
Gotta make action.
I feel like
Gotta
I'm
make
very
waves.
inactive.
I that's the thing. When you make action, that's when things kind of align with you. And it's like, especially because it's like, I'm looking at your midheaven. And your Mars is on your midheaven, so it goes with your career as well.
What's a midheaven?
A midheaven, it's hard to explain. People have told me before that it's kind of like, you know, who you were in a past life.
Oh, okay.
And
You
your
were Mars.
midheaven was a Pisces. No, that's yourself. Yeah, no, your midheaven is like not who you were in a past life. That's your North Node. Your MC is kind of like what you do with your career, which is really interesting because your MC is in Libra and your Venus is in Cancer, but your Jupiter, your Mars is in Libra. So it's like your career has a lot to do with like how you take action. You know, it's really like, and like Libras are great because it's, you know, as a Libra rising, it's like about aesthetics, about bringing peace. It's ruled by Venus, right?
Okay.
But you also have a Sagittarius, so you need to move. And with your Jupiter in Aries, it's like action is something that you need to do, but it's like you also feel everything so personally. It's a very interesting dichotomy. Yeah, I mean, you have a great chart overall. I love everything about your chart. I think, especially your Saturn being in Gemini, which is in your sun house.
That's good.
Something that's
good.
Very hard.
It's hard to have that?
I mean, because like your
I'm
sun
rare.
is like the lesson in life that you need to learn, and Saturn is kind of like the father, like the moon is like the mother. And so basically, it's like saying that there's like an aspect to your Gemini-ness that like is kind of hard for you.
See?
You know? And it's like, let me see. You can tell me where your Chiron is. That might be too personal.
My Chiron? What's my Chiron?
Your Chiron is just kind of something where it's like your lifelong insecurity that you have to get over. Like mine's in Virgo. So.
Oh my God, what's my lifelong insecurity that I need to get over?
I don't know where.
This is a lot that it would tell me. I mean, I have some ideas.
But I think for the most part, because I don't see it on here, but I think for the most part, it's just like my advice for you.
Is that your intentions for the year, Becky?
Yeah, I just think you kind of need to rage a little bit, respectfully. I think you've been holding yourself back so much. And it's like, yes, to be caring, yes, to be loving, yes, you are a mom, love that for you. But there's a Becky inside that's it's that or crash out.
Ooh.
So I got to release the beast.
You just gotta have fun. Like, you just gotta really go after what you want.
Okay.
You know?
Girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
Go after what you want. I think looking at your chart, you're someone who needs action. Also needs to be like, in Cancer, you're so loving. You're so loving. You're so kind with a Cancer Venus. Like, Cancer is like the ultimate sign of a mother. Like, the way you love is just so, like, you love with everything you got. You give everything and you hold so much back with the Libra. So I just want you to, because the most beautiful thing about Libra is that if they get over the need to be liked, they're like one of the most powerful people in the world.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't need to be liked.
You don't need to be liked. Everyone loves you.
You
You're
know, I
already
only want to be
loved.
liked by certain people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
That's true.
I don't care if like Republicans don't like me.
I mean, who cares
You know,
about
it's
that?
like one of those.
I don't know you, girl.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, I think for you, it's like you have such a powerful chart. You really are the kind of person, if you put your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. And how you love,
So
how you
empowering.
see.
Oh my gosh.
It's like you love powerfully. You take things very personally. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having big emotions. There's nothing wrong with feeling.
That's something we millennial children needed to hear more.
Yeah.
That's
There's
true.
nothing
Growing
wrong
up.
with that.
Nothing wrong with big emotions.
It's a superpower.
Yeah.
If you feel nothing, then everything's boring.
Woo. That's too true. That's
All
too
right.
true. Well, I don't feel read to filth. I feel read to like empowerment.
Well, yeah.
So I feel like you need to read Matt to filth. Oh no, she's getting out her book.
Oh.
All right, and then we're gonna go right on to Matt now.
You're not.
We have to finish the Becky reading first.
Yeah, we have to do fully. Let me say.
So for those who are not watching, Joyce has just pulled out a big red book called
Sexology, the astrology of sex and the sexes.
Sextrology. Yes. For your sex signs, Becky.
Yes. Okay. I'm just going to read a little bit from
Just a
here.
little bit. Just a dash.
I mean, this is a read to myself as well.
Okay, so this is all Geminis.
No. So it goes by the sex and then
Oh, okay.
the sign, your sun sign.
Okay. This is Lady Gemini.
Yes.
This is a well-worn book. Like,
yeah.
this is sextrology, by the way. Yeah.
I like to, I've used it a lot. I've traveled with it, taken it to
traveled
parties.
with it. Never leaves the house without it.
Never. You got to keep it in the purse just in case you meet someone. You say, how you fuck? Gemini women ride a fine line between innate vulnerability and aggressive need to assert her own agenda, both professionally and in her personal life. She's acutely aware of her feminine wiles, using them to the best of her advantage, often playing coy or precocious in order to disarm and gain necessary ground. Indeed, no other female creates more of her stir, whether it's expressing her outside spirit in awesome displays of talent or setting the proverbial apple cart in the trademark coups. Just as Helen's name translates as torch, so does it carry the synonymous meanings of firebrand, hellion, agitator, ringleader, marlet, provocateur, all of which are applicable to astrology's little Tinkerbell. But Gemini isn't conscious of this archetypal weight, or at least not wholly so. As the zodiac's daughter of Mercury, she's perpetually large at his crossroads domain. All right, so basically, you know, you like the freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna scan because I forgot the pages.
I mean, I do feel like Tinkerbell.
I feel like
you and I are
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbelly in Tinkerbelly.
What is
I mean-
okay? Tinkerbell is remind me of that character.
From
Or like,
Peter
yeah,
Pan.
she's from
Peter Pan.
But
Peter
is
Pan.
she? What's her vibe?
well, number one,
likes
she
class.
doesn't speak.
Doesn't speak.
Yeah, she doesn't speak.
She just want to beat up that
She's
girl.
just like, beep, 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 beep. Like
Just her
she's
dust.
yeah.
Okay.
She like stirs up trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, she
Okay.
lets the kids fly with
Yeah.
her dust.
Yeah,
Then she gets kidnapped at one
She does.
point by Captain Hook. He puts her in a little cage.
they do.
And you relate. How do you relate to her?
I just think she's like really fiery and she like makes stuff happen.
Oh, okay.
Like
I see.
Tinkerbell is like in charge, even though she's like little. Like in the musical or the musical Peter Pan, it's just a bell.
Yeah.
And then like a light that zips around. But then in the classic film with Robin Williams,
Yes.
Julia Roberts is Tinkerbell. And Tinkerbell does speak.
Oh,
in
good.
that one.
You got to give Julia a voice.
You
have
gotta.
Yes.
You gotta.
But yeah, basically, you know, because I've
Okay.
read Gemini deeply, we're kind of just like, It's all fun and games
Mm.
for us. Like
We're
just
in a silly, goofy mood.
We're just in a silly, goofy mood. And like with most Gemini women, when it comes to more intimate things, it's kind of like we don't know what we're getting into every time. Just like the book says, like we're the provocateur, we're so sexual, all this. But we're kind of like, what?
Huh?
And then before you know it, you have a kid. So that's it. You know, the ultimate tease, that one.
Truth.
All right, your turn, Matt.
Okay, so the number one Virgo.
The number one Virgo, most controversial sign in this room.
You mean most loved?
All right, Beyonce.
Love and fear, kind of. The thin
What
line
is
between love and hate.
without fear, Becky?
What is?
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
You've been hanging out with that Capricorn too long. You're getting evil
Gray over here.
You're getting kinky.
He's tickled himself with that one.
So funny.
So you have a sun in Virgo, a moon in Gemini. Good for you.
Welcome.
Mercury in Leo. You also have a Venus. Well, you have a Venus in Libra. You have a Mars in Libra. That's the difference.
I don't
That's
have a
what
Venus.
makes you guys work very well. Your Mars is in Capricorn.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Sorry, Mars is how you fuck. So that's why I was like, oh, with a Capricorn partner. Jupiter is in Pisces.
Capricorn partner.
Saturn is in Sagittarius. That's very interesting. Your Uranus is in Sagittarius. Your Neptune is in Capricorn. Your Pluto is in Scorpio. Your North Node is in Aries. Your Chiron is in Gemini.
Oh, again, 2 Geminis.
Yeah. Your Ascendant is in Aries and your MC is in Capricorn. Okay.
I mean, I've always wanted to say something to you about this, about your MC being in Capricorn, and I'm glad you're bringing it up. I'm glad you're brave enough to say it.
Someone has to say it because what an interesting human being. I mean,
thank you. The most
What is
interesting
this-
man in the world. You're welcome.
What does this mean about him?
like,
One of a kind. Rebecca means one of a kind.
Certainly. Certainly is.
Gemini, it's like you're not that emotional. Like you're not that much of an emotional girly. Like
What?
you.
What? What? I am shook to my core.
Like you do feel emotions, of course. Every sign feels emotions, but with a Gemini moon, see, I have a Scorpio moon to fight that bitch.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, okay, like how serious is this? Which I love for you, and I wish I had. And you have a lot of like, from what I'm looking at, like a lot of fire, air, and earth. Not a lot of water. So that's why I'm saying that.
A lot of hot air.
Yeah, a
I'm
lot
hearing.
of fire. Especially your Mercury and Leo. Like you talk your shit. And your Mars and Capricorn, you organize your shit. So you're the person with the
That's for
receipts.
sure.
These are all things I do.
Yeah, no,
I
like
talk
you
and I
and
organize.
someone, arguing with you would be so fucking annoying because you'd be right.
It's
And
okay,
then you would
'cause
pull out
He's
a receipt.
unbothered. He's
Yeah.
unbothered. He wouldn't even argue.
Yeah, and
I always
then,
have receipts.
yeah, you just kind of like. I feel like if someone ever came, you did this, you'd be like, send the receipt and just sit there and be like, no.
You're like, yeah, remember last year, June 12th, 7 p.m.
Yeah,
You said.
I have a photograph.
yeah, like I couldn't even feel my emotions because you shut that shit down so fast, which I love. Like, damn, you a bad bitch for it, but fuck, that hurts. And your Mars and Capricorn, you're just organized with it. You're organized. You're hardening yourself for it. Like maybe it should be a little bit nicer sometimes. But yeah, you're just someone who's just like very. You have a lot of Saturn in your chart, which is very interesting to me. And with your Saturn being in your Sagittarius, which is also where your Uranus is, it's like for you, the hard lessons on life, it's like creating space for yourself, like traveling and like maybe like something like this trip was really good for you. Like you're someone who needs your independence and something I think that is hard for you or something or a lesson of learning about still holding your independence because Sagittarius is need independence. You need that alone time. You need to grow and have your own life because you know you're ruled by Jupiter, the house of luck. Like when it comes to like things like that, it's like I've watched my mother. She's a Sagittarius. She needs to have her 5 businesses. She needs to, she needs to be an independent person. Yeah. She needs the power because if not, you feel trapped very easily, which is interesting because your Venus is in Libra, and Libra is like, it's ruled by Venus, and it's the masculine sign of like, aesthetics and beauty and all of that. So you're someone who will sometimes push your own independence to have the love that you need because, like I said earlier, as a Libra rising, it's like sometimes Libras can be indecisive. I mean, they're hot as fuck. Don't get me wrong. But they can be a little people pleasing, And with your Chiron in Gemini and your moon in Gemini, Chiron is the sign. I don't know. I didn't show up on your chart, but Chiron.
My Chiron's missing.
There's no
Searching for Chiron.
It's like the point in your life where, let's see what house it is in. I think it's like in your 12th house too.
It's going to be in a clean house.
It's going to be in the cleanest
I can tell you that
house
right now.
ever.
Okay, I can tell you that right now.
Ooh, communication. It's in your 3rd house. Not only is your moon in the house of Gemini, your Chiron's in the house of Gemini. The way you communicate, the way you think, it's like, do you ever feel like sometimes like you think you're too much?
No.
Well, that's good. Let me Google this for you because I have a chart for you.
I feel like if Matt had a tagline, it would be unbothered.
Literally every
unbothered.
time we're like, Matt, are you insecure about anything? He's like, no. Would
Always.
you do anything differently as a kid? No.
Okay, so basically,
anything you're insecure about? No.
No, I feel
Not
pretty
today.
good.
Not today.
You ever struggle with your mental health? No.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like so put together. Love that for you. So I was wrong. It's not you thinking you're too much. It's individuals who often struggle to communicate efficiently. Do you feel like you struggle to communicate efficiently?
I feel like people should just already know what I'm thinking. I shouldn't have to explain the things to you. Like you should already know. Like it's so obvious. You should already know it. Like why do I have to go down and like educate you on the thing, right? Like you should already know it.
Well, that's where your Chiron is. It's in the house of communication. Communication is something that you struggle with.
I think other people are struggling to understand. I don't think I'm struggling to communicate.
Everyone else has a comprehension problem.
See, Becky,
okay.
I think you've overcome your comprehension problem.
You are the baddest to have ever lived.
For a lot of you out there, I know you've been thinking about one thing over the holidays, and that's starting your own business. But you have so many questions. How do I get started? How do I come up with a brand? How do I sell stuff to people? Take a deep breath. Shopify's got you. How do I know? Because I've had friends with the same questions when they started. And some of the things that they learned was the best time to start your new business is right now. Don't put it off. Shopify makes it easy and simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale. Their powerful social media tools let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts and help you sell everywhere people scroll. Shopify makes it easy to manage your growing business. They help with all the details like shipping, taxes, and payments from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on the important stuff like growing your business. With Shopify, your first sale is closer than you think. Established in 2025. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/sitwithus, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/sitwithus. to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/sitwithus.
Okay. You're funny. Your ascendant's in Aries. Yeah. So you don't even fucking play about yourself. You don't play no games when it comes to you. And with your MC, it's like, it's so funny because you two have, I think, very similar MCs. Let me check.
That's because we have main character energy. Those are main character energy.
Well, you don't. I was wrong. Yours MC's in Libra. But
classic.
But yours is in Capricorn. And Capricorn Mars. But so it's similar in the sense that your MC and your Mars sign, you both share that. Like,
are the same.
Are the same. And I think that's really beautiful. I think, when you are someone, when it comes to basically like your career or anything that you do, it's like, as long as you kind of stick with your Capricornness or stick with your super organizedness and the stern Saturn that rules you, I think that just means that you're following the path that you're meant to follow. Now, with your Jupiter in Pisces, when you are emotional, luck will come.
Luck.
Because Jupiter rules Pisces. And no, it doesn't rule Pisces. Your Jupiter is in Pisces. And like Jupiter for me is like the sign of luck, right? Like for me, I have a Jupiter in Sagittarius, and when I'm someone who travels or takes big opportunities or someone who's super independent, that's when my life is very lucky. For you, it's like with Pisces, it's more of like, because Pisces is the final sign in the astrological chart, and Pisces are very dreamlike, they're not super emotional. They can be sometimes, but most Pisces I know aren't that emotional, but they can be really sad when they want to be. But like when they like open themselves up to the world, like when you open yourself up, when you try to talk to the Pleiadians beneath your feet to express how you're actually feeling, that's when luck will come your way. And you're Capricorn, so you fuck nasty and you organize it. Fucking like make like a fucking chart. Like suck the dick here, grab the balls there. It's fun. All right, next
Diagrams. Diagrams.
Diagrams.
Where's
That
my
was
book?
That was wild.
Oh, where's the book go?
I got it.
Oh, you got it.
I was like, what's that thing I'm touching? I'm like, it's just a book. Doop, doop, doop.
Virgo.
I did read this one. Have you ever read the birthday book?
For
Have
the
you
date
heard
of
of
your
that?
birth?
Yes.
Yes. I
That
did.
one was kind of scary accurate.
Oh yeah, mine was like, you're the day in the light. I don't need to fucking know that. Fuck you.
Mine was like, you care a lot about justice, but also you could be a thief. Like you would like care so much about justice that you would break the rules.
Oh, we would totally be vigilant.
And I was like, right, I would be a vigilante.
Yeah.
I've always sided with the even at the beginning of like Black Panther, I was like, I think Killmonger might be right.
I'm like, get the gun.
I was like, I think he makes a great point
Every time
about the like war.
when I watched Wicked, I mean, I was like, girl, we could have worked within the system, but maybe that's the Democrat of me. But fuck it, also
Break the
get
system.
ops. Yeah,
Break the
destroy it.
system.
Burn the bitch down and sing Defying Gravity. Trash. All right. Virgo man and Capricorn man. Together, they master vital life lessons. Typically, retiring Virgo does the pursuing. Cap finds himself uncannily attached. Just sex is where it started. And each subsequent, each interlude feels fresh and like the first.
Fresh.
Does it always feel like the first time for
Did you chase
Matt?
him
First
down?
time in forever.
Did you chase him down?
I talked to him first, but he asked me out first.
Smart.
He actually chased me down more, I think.
I love that. But you did talk to him first.
You threw the first.
Yeah.
The first,
right.
you put the little fish hook out there.
Yeah.
And he just climbed up the hook.
Yeah.
I was like, let's
Gobbled
go.
it down and wouldn't unhook.
Gobbled it
And wouldn't
down and went.
Her.
Okay.
All right, Bella. Bella Edwards.
Filthy.
Yeah. Hey, I want that to happen to me. Lock in. Okay. Virgo man is infamous for his Sengali streak, a tendency to become involved with people he can mold into his critical vision, all the while escaping scrutiny himself. Even
A
in
dictator. A dictator.
Even in his teenage years, he may enter into relationships with people who seem unfortunate, taking them on as projects upon which he can project his Virgorian stricture. It's all somewhat patronizing. as he blatantly instructs his charge in adopting such behavior, attitude, and appearance as will better their station in life and thus reflect more favorably upon him. Being born under the sign of the Virgin means his moral judgments are severe. He expects any person worthy of his interests to carry a spotless reputation, sexual or otherwise. At a young age, he already quite the little male chauvinist, putting his partners on a pedestal front, which he does not dare topple. He seeks a paragon of virtue and any connection to the Virgin notwithstanding. That's
why you want to be my friend. You want a connection.
He may have chosen an outright
for the Immaculate Conception
to sculpt into his egalitarian vision. He expects obedience to his mortal mandates, already imposing a Madonna whore vision of his partners. After all, with such energy put into making someone into his image for moral and physical flawlessness, precious little is left to simply of loving, let alone lusting. His partner may feel good.
Oh my
may
God.
feel I want.
It's never ending, is it?
This makes you sound evil. So you, basically, all of your ex-boyfriends were ugly little trolls that you wanted,
made hotter.
You wanted to make them hot.
And then you only married the hottest one. You married the hottest one that was up to your standards.
And this one literally said you're a male chauvinist.
I said little. When he was a teenager.
Did Becky write this? Is this a gag? Did Becky actually write this?
Mine was like, but you're so empowered and you're so passionate, and yours is like, you're an evil little dictator and you've been terrorizing people since you were a teenager.
I don't really know what to say because I've never read the man one, and I'm like, damn, why are they reading you to filth? Actually, for real,
Wow,
you're very nice, and I love you. I think you're a very nice person. I didn't know you ate the bitches up like that, though. Damn.
Chews them up, spits them out.
You're not up to my standards.
No, God complex is what I think that's called.
You don't even fuck the ones up there.
No.
They were just getting sex starved and they weren't pretty and smart and rich. That's crazy.
Starved.
It literally said sex starved.
There was a sex starvation happening if they weren't up to your standards.
That's why with the Capricorn, it's literally perfect because y'all was fucking at first.
That's how you trick them. You trick them with your manly wiles.
You literally just popping that back or pumping that back, whichever matters. It doesn't matter. That's crazy.
I don't identify with this fable that you
Now I have
forecasted.
To now I have to call Eugene. Is this true?
Were you a nasty little dweeb when he first met you, and now you're a powerful man because he's crafted you in his
Phoenix rising
image
from the ashes.
You're like, you are finally up to my standards. I will adopt multiple dogs with you.
Oh, that was so wow, Joyce. That was hilarious. I love that. This might be my favorite podcast episode ever.
You know, you're a tease and you're a dictator, but you love yourself and you love your decisions. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are trying to reach your heights. I would love not to scream Karnamitsky. So you're 10 times better than me.
No.
You see how you said that? Like, no. I respect you for it. I respect you for it. No.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Joyce, this was literally like, this
is
was
too much.
the best way to start our week ever. I cried. It made me laugh so hard. Our own little dictator.
Yeah. You guys are cute together and you have a lot in common. I can see why it works.
You've got us down pat. Now you know all of our darkest secrets.
Yeah. If you guys do argue, it must be interesting because I don't even feel like he replies.
No, I think I can count on one hand the amount of times I've seen him even get mad.
I was going to say, I feel like it was just if he said I'm a paragraph cooks, there'd be no answer.
He changes his number.
Yeah. And then he's like, hey, what's up?
And you're like, I'm scared. No.
Oh, so cute.
But anywho, Joyce, where can the people find you? Where can they follow you? Where can they watch your cool memes? I love your memes.
Oh, thank you.
Meme queen.
They make me laugh.
Meme queen.
Thank you. I gotta get on the meme game again. But you can find me at A Tribe Called Joyce on all social media platforms. And where can you find me? I mean, there's this really cool thing called Second Try. .tv.
Never heard of it.
It's really amazing, and the content is just iconic. So I think you guys should subscribe to that if you can, and I would love that because if Second Try's doing well, then Joyce is doing well.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us, Joyce. Next time your film goes on for the Kickstarter, let us know. We'll tell the people about it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Just popping my pussy and thinking about Matt in the bedroom for some reason. So,
Whoa, what a way to start the year.
Well, until next time, make sure to pee after sex, drink water, be nice to people, pop that pussy, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.